Hello, hello. Welcome to today. And look at this beautiful feather I found today. I think it is a northern flicker feather because they're this color. They're underwings. Look at how beautiful. Right? Gorgeous. Okay, so let's put that right here and we will get into it. Get into the readings. What are we going to do today? Are we going to jump in, just start pulling? Or am I going to riff a bit and see where we get to? What are the energies for today? What are things that will be helpful for us along the way? What's coming? What are we excited about? What are we anticipating? What do we need to get ready for? Besides every day, an opportunity to learn and grow, share and evolve. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful evolution. Should we try a different start card? What do we do? What do we do? Like maybe start with a crystal card? We have the power to decide. So I'm just going to let the cards dictate what we do here today. Let's just get them out there. Let's just get them out there, see what they have to say, and go from there. Oh, okay, we got some flippers. What are we talking about here? Patience, your new world is coming. Your new world is forming, right? This is like the process of becoming. Okay, like you've got the Philosopher's Stone here. You're standing at a place of insight, foresight, hindsight, bird's eye view, right? You got this beautiful view above the city. You know, you're seeing through veils here. You've got the experience of your Technicolor cloak here, and you've got the old world and the new world coming into being. So it's like I was calling this one like my drawing board card, like your vision board, your scrap board, where you lay everything out and you figure out what you want, what you don't want, what you're getting rid of, what you're, like that. Back to the drawing board. This is the drawing board. So, oh, okay. I see. Like this? Oh, okay. Oh, like that. Okay. This one? Okay. Hierophante. So the Hierophant is kind of speaks about learning as well as mastery, right? Speaks about being an apprentice and being a mentor. Being someone who is very educated or somebody who needs to educate more, right? It's kind of like it embodies both the student and the teacher kind of thing. So, I mean, you are creating a new world here. So you've got a certain level of mastery, right? But it's not like you've made worlds, a lot of worlds. So there is a newness to it, right? This is the first world where you are choosing how you show up in it, right? That's how you change your world. That's how you create a new one. How you choose to respond, how you choose to engage, what and how and when and where, right? And this, no, not impatience, impatience. While like this recognition that you don't want to rush it. Okay. Okay. What do we got? Destiny and judgment. Okay. So this is definitely something, well, it's truth and destiny, but this chance at a new life, right? This new world, this opportunity to do things differently, which is beautiful. This is evolution, right? And then we have the balancing, grounding, tapping in to the ground and to the ethers, right? We got our spirit team up high here. We've got our physical, emotional, mental, and physical realms, okay? And the orange is sticking out to me with the orange, so something emotional. And this discernment king, okay? The king who claims his destiny and wields the sword of truth. Okay, so this also speaks about true communication. And your balanced state puts you in this state of expertise, this position where you can start to mindfully create the kind of world you want to live in. Wow, okay. So there's your new world, right? This is like, you get a new world. Also, what goes around comes around. Another revolution around the sun, right? a year in review. And then this Knight of Cups is bringing communication. It's bringing an offer. It's heading towards this discernment. So it's like offers coming in, and your ability to figure out, see, respond, know if it's for you or not for you. Is it a message of reciprocation, of some sort of reciprocating relationship? Beautiful. That's gorgeous. And this is your recognition of what you put out into the world creates your world, okay? If you choose to engage and focus in on everything that's wrong with the world, then that's the world you create, okay? Because in the land of energy, which is everything, what you focus on, you feed. What you focus on, you get more of. What you consume consumes you. You are what you eat, and that's like a consumption thing. What you put in your body, you become, right? So we put in love, we put in light, we put in joy, we become those things. We edit out. Well, I guess it's not really editing out the contrast, because we need the contrast. The contrast is an important part of the living experience. It's about recognizing when there's a contrast and moving through, past, beyond, whatever, quickly, so that it doesn't become your world. It just becomes, like a pebble that you step over. Okay, and then the reciprocating relationships, like minds, creativity, childlike play, exploration, gorgeous, beautiful, foreverness. Okay, so some opportunity that's coming your way that you can discern and use your truth. It's also about your destiny, something that's coming your way that's part of your new world. Okay, so this is the meditation. This is the grounding. This makes sense over on this realm here. This is the speaking, knowing, intending, right? And doing so from a place of grounded connection. And then this protection. So I'm really getting like the patience here. What's for you won't pass you by. Okay. You don't have to worry about missing a window, right? You slept in late that day. Oh, too bad. You missed out on your destiny. It's not like that. It's not like that. But there's also a protection. I feel like these reciprocating relationships that are coming in for you are protected because they're part of your destiny. And you get to them and they get to you through signs and synchronicities. This is inspired movement. You make movement when you are inspired to do so. Okay, so I'm going to put that there because I feel like your spirit team, right? It's part of we make soul contracts before we incarnate in this world, and like certain points, certain checkpoints, certain times in your life where these souls are meant to cross your paths, to come in, to join, to do what they set out to do. Sometimes they act as a catalyst to steer you on the path that you're supposed to be on. And sometimes they're like, woohoo, you made it. I've been waiting here. Let's carry on from here together. Yay. Right? Okay. Dedication time. Come on. It's time to get dedicated. Okay. So I am getting this, first you figure out what you want, then you meditate upon it, you ground, you center, you get clear, and then you intend. And this shapes your world. Okay. And so this dedication to self, this dedication to the kind of world you want to live on. Right. So I don't know why I'm getting fast food, but like if you are trying to create a world where you only eat organic or, whatever kind of food, then your dedication, this means not, once a week because it's cheap and easy, getting McDonald's or something. Ooh, okay, so both these cards came out in last reading too. So there's definitely passionate movement happening. Okay, so I feel like you've built enough momentum here that things are starting to move. Things are starting to pick up. And you may be feeling some evidence or seeing some evidence of that in your world already, in one way or another. Things working out easier, quicker, faster, and things happening with a little less effort, maybe. So I'm going to put this somewhere over here. Yes, maybe. Moving passionately on your destiny and your truth. It's reciprocating relationships coming in. Well, it's the summertime, depending on where you are, when you are, because these readings are timeless. But if you are reading this in real time or hearing this in real time, it's the summer. And there's a lot of energy flowing around, right? With tourism, people moving in and out of spaces that aren't typically around here, that moves energy around. And so, maybe that's the kind of energy that's moving your meant for you people to be in the right place at the right time, right? So we've got the King of Pentacles, who also wants to be yours. This is that grounded in your material. This is that stability, right? And I think this is the kind of world that you're creating for yourself. Something grounded and stable, reliable, a world where you're not maybe stressing or worrying about those kinds of things. Where's my money coming from this month, right? Or will I be able to make rent this month? Or will I even have rent this month? Do I have a place to live? Or, maybe this new world that you're creating for yourself is one where you're a little bit more stable in that area. The King of Pentacles is definitely one who is. You could have reached a certain position in your work, right? Maybe you got a raise or a upgrade of some kind. But stabilizing in the material, pretty important. And so is maintaining your emotional momentum. Okay, and I want to put this here because maintaining your emotional momentum does take patience and protection. You got to protect your emotional regularity, your nervous system, how you respond, how you engage, right? This is all protecting. And you do so by speaking your truth. I can't take that on. I can't do that thing. I can't, I won't, I will, I can, speaking your truth and having a certain level of understanding of yourself and your needs can also help in this department, okay? And this overflow here, this luck that you generate or that is generated, this is what fuels your new world. Because the more you keep this momentum, the more you start to see the benefits of it, right? Oh, I'm not as stressed. Oh, I'm not losing my hair anymore. Oh, I'm calm. Oh, that's what that feels like. Oh, look, that happened really easy for me, right? You start seeing the benefits. Okay, so we got celebration and being seen, shining bright, protected, solar power, independent, and what else? Charismatic, creative. So this could be something you're doing creatively or will be doing creatively that would be celebrated, seen, recognized. I want to put her here so that she balances out the masculine energy of the King of Swords. And this self-maintenance all contributes to all of the things. This being seen, being heard, being creative, charismatic, confident. It's part of your destiny. It's also what you become with emotional regularity. Suddenly have way more energy for things like creating and communicating and being confident, right? You're no longer held back by, I don't know, anxiety for dysregulation. Okay, so the consolidation of the resources. Okay. So I'm really thinking this has something to do with what you manifest, what you speak into creation. And also a mindful use of your energy. It does kind of want to go over here. I'm feeling a slight pull over here. Like maybe if it's like a business venture that's on its way to you, maybe it's a little bit less than what you're currently making, but it's going to be better for you in the long run. Like, so you're kind of pulling out of a higher paying job that is way more detrimental on your soul. And sometimes we have to do that. We have to choose our nervous system over our bank account. Otherwise, it's not good for anybody, right? And so this could be that case, this opportunity, this reciprocation, right? Could be like, it's everything that you want in a job, except you're going to be making a little bit less. And maybe it's even just to start with because you're starting from a different position, right? Which can seem like a step backwards because you've come so far. And okay, we got flippers here. I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, you've come so far. You've put in so much work in this one thing, and it's finally kind of paying off, but at the cost of your soul, your heart, your nervous system. And that can feel like a hard thing. It feels like you're taking a step backwards. this new world, you are prioritizing how you feel because you recognize how it affects the world that you live in, right? Okay, what do we get here? We got the coming out of your comfort zones. Yes, important to do this. This is already established. When you do, you're protected. Okay. And then we have the Two of Cups. So this is love, this is union, this is what's outside of your comfort zone. I feel like this is something that's going to be a part of your new world here. It's also this going within and being grounded, centered, balanced within as well. But yes, it's the world. It's the new world, okay? And then you've got the Ten of Cups, which is a beautiful, beautiful, happy ever after. So joy, love, peace, prosperity, harmony, love, and compassion. This is what you want to speak into existence. This is the kind of world you want to live in. Okay, this is why you maintain a dedication. This is what you're being patient for, and the world that you're creating. There we go. And then was there another one? The King of Wands. Ooh, we got the King and Queen of Wands here. This is the action king who gets stuff done. This is the fire. This is super passionate here. So this could be what is coming in for you. This could be a very good opportunity for you. Successful opportunities for you. Why are they so weirdly flippy? Okay, the Hanged One. Seeing things from different perspectives. Okay, when you're manifesting. It's making me think of, have you ever seen the movie Bedazzled? It's got, oh, what's his name? Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Hurley is the devil. And she grants him so many wishes or whatever for his soul or something. And he makes a wish like, I want to be rich. And then she fills in all the blanks. And then later on, he learns that he needs to be as detailed as possible so that she can't find the loopholes and the wiggle rooms, right? It's funny. Anyways, my favorite part is when he gets turned into like um, a Mexican drug lord or something like that. And he's like speaking Spanish. And anyways, it's funny. Anyways, okay, so here we go. We got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is receiving your wishes, okay? Beautiful. We want to receive wishes. This is how you become both the receiver and the creator, the wisher, by tapping in, grounding, and looking at things from, not rushing. Don't rush the process, right? See things from all the angles. So that's where I was going with the bedazzled thing is be very clear and intentional when you are manifesting. Don't leave things too wide open. There's a sweet spot. There's a sweet spot. And then you, once you are clear and you put it out there, let it go. Okay. That's it. You're just like, there you go. Set it out into the world. Okay. So the magician is the alchemist. This is what you've become. You've become an alchemist, someone able to take whatever is given to them and transform it into fuel that keeps them moving forward. Okay. Someone's throwing rocks at you. Other people who aren't magicians, those rocks weigh their vehicle down, right? And then they have to go through the old release process, right? Where you physically go in there, you got to pick up each piece, look at it, examine it, and let it go, which is part of the work. Don't get me wrong. But eventually you get good enough at it that you can just pick it up and chuck it into your engine and it's instantly transformed into fuel. So without skipping a beat, you keep moving forward. Okay, this comes with the mastery of momentum and this grounding, balancing, intending, and patience, right? We can hold things at bay just with our impatience. When's it going to get here? When's it going to get here? Well, you're telling the universe that it's never getting here, so it never arrives, right? Okay, Hermit. So the Hermit, this is really giving me that pathway of unity, right? We've got this figure holding a lantern, following a path to this other lantern, and it's kind of red. It's kind of impassioned, right? It's giving me this vibe. So, I mean, I don't know. The Hermit's giving me twin flames right now, but maybe it's because of the Two of Cups, and we've got the counterparts on here, and the reciprocating relationships, and all this passionate moving and messaging and communicating truth, right? So, So yeah. Okay, we're just gonna go through one more time. If there's any other cards meant for us for this reading here. What's that? How did I know? The sun. So yes. The sun is yes. The sun is life-giving. The sun is beautiful. This is like you create the world and the sun shines upon it, okay? Giving life to everything. Beautiful. Ta-da? Ta-da. Ta-do today. Okay, I can't do a long one today. I got stuff I got to do. And I'm already kind of behind. I'm right on time. Okay, let's see if the mushrooms want to give us any advice. And they do. Discovery and the unknown. Okay, let's go there. 27. A new discovery awaits you, and it's going to be like stepping into the unknown. So don't move forward with assumptions of what it's going to be like. Go in with an open mind and heart and allow it to unfold without expectation. Sometimes you are not meant to know what the unknown holds for you because you need to actually experience it. You may see it as negative, you may find it positive. Either way, know that it is important and exactly where you are meant to be. If things don't turn out the way you thought and you find yourself in a negative thought pattern, remind yourself to give thanks for the situation, even though you are not sure why it may be happening. Okay, so the thing that came up right there is when you hold too fast to an expectation of how things are supposed to unfold, you end up focusing on how the things that are unfolding aren't what you were expecting, and then you end up missing how things are actually unfolding, which was what was actually meant for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. It will most likely be revealed to you at a later date because it was a stepping stone for you to get to somewhere else. Oh, yeah, you might not, even though you're not sure why it may be happening, it could be a stepping stone to get you to somewhere else. Yes. If you could see the whole path ahead of you, would you take a step forward? Sometimes it's good to know where you were heading, good to not know where you were heading because the road ahead may be too overwhelming. Yeah, like maybe if you knew that 2 or 3 stepping stones in that direction, you were to lose something valuable, say. And because you know that and you've got attachments to that valuable item that you don't want to lose, you might choose to not go that way when that was the way you're meant to, just like you were meant to lose that thing. Sometimes we lose things as a sacrifice for something else. We'll just throw that out there. Okay. Taking a stepping stone approach and moving from one to the next without worrying where they are taking you. As long as you follow your intuition, you won't be led astray. If you are allowing logic and emotional decisions to override your intuitive processes, you will find too many pathways to take. Intuition is key here. Be strong, be confident, and trust your gut. The unknown awaits, and it has many gifts for you. Yeah. So there's also like this owning. When you choose to go in a direction, be that direction, go that direction, embody that direction, engage in that direction. Okay, don't spend walking down that direction being like, oh, maybe I should have went the other way. I wonder what's on the other road. And meanwhile, you're missing the road that you're on, right? Okay, I'm going to take a crystal card. See what the crystals have to say for us today. I mean, we seem to be getting the same kind of messages here. We need to keep moving forward confidently. There's amazing, beautiful things coming in for us. Luck and beautiful reciprocating relationships of all kinds. Okay, we've got love, we've got overflow, we've got a happily ever after. Okay, we'll get one card. This is it? Okay. One card from the crystals. That one's stuck to my hand. Number 9, sacred space. Inspiration, power, and connection. Your sacred space is a personal environment created to connect with your inner self. It is a private place where you will not be disturbed or judged for your thoughts and actions. Okay, maybe that's this hermit here. You are guided to create a sacred space and connect with your inner self more often. This space can be in the corner of a room or a special location in nature. The power of your sacred space will grow with use and enable faster access to your higher self. You may wish to enhance your chosen location by filling it with objects that strengthen your connection with universal love. Carefully chosen crystals are especially powerful to this environment and will share their strength, clarity, and support. Okay, so this is part of the creation of the world that you want to live in, this sacred, this grounding, meditating, tapping in, and seeing things from different perspectives when you're manifesting, when you're becoming one who receives. okay, and your dedication to that. Yes. Okay. Let's get a kitty confirmation card. Kitty confirmation. Kitty confirmation. Okay. What do the kitties have to say to us? Tending the garden. Meet Gala. Her peculiar flowers bloom in the sun of her nurturing love and care. In a tucked away corner of the forest, she planted a few precious seeds. For months, she watered the earth and sang patient love songs. Above the surface, nothing appeared to be happening, so the other kitties didn't understand why she spent so much time in the overlooked spot. Eventually, delicate emerald tendrils peeked out of the soil. Gala loved and protected them until wondrous blooms burst forth. What seeds can you nurture in your heart, and what garden are you trying to grow? Okay, so this is definitely speaking about the patience when it comes to manifesting this new world, right? And your regulation of your heart, your emotional regularity, momentum. Okay, the patience card for this. This is the bloom, and be patient for it. It's coming. And until then, create sacred spaces to go in and connect where you're protected. Beautiful. Boom. Beautiful boom. Okay, let's do a quick little D-deck balance. This, balancing all of the states as well as the masculine and feminine and utilizing that sun power. Success. Sun is success. When you know that your world is going to be, that you're heading into a happily ever after, live as if you know your happily ever after starts the minute you allow, on all of the levels. The minute you believe in a fundamental way, in a visceral way. We're also getting rid of a lot of or working through a lot of karmic and generational karmas, stuff passed down by our family and generations, ancestry, stuff in our DNA. We have to sort through a lot of that. That's why this grounding is such an important part of the process. Okay, that's where you get your strength from. Okay, there's a hanged one confirmation. There's a judgment confirmation. New life will be yours. A hermit confirmation. Joy, yes. This is where you're headed here. To Joysville. Hierophant confirmation. Intuition. Trust it. Intuition confirmation. Where was that? One of them. That one. Star power. Okay, yes. Luck. Look at all these confirmations. Plethora. This is your abundance. In the material world. No. Trust. Trust and surrender. Yes. And you are transforming. This world is in process. Like, imagine you have bought a property and your home is being built. And right now, while that's all happening, you're camping out on a corner of your property. And, you were excited you can picture it, you've got the blueprints, but you just have to wait until the house is built before you can move into it. And so, you can choose to spend the whole time being upset because you have to camp and you're not in this house. Or you can choose to recognize it will be yours. Oh, yes, soon you will be living in that house forever. But right now, you get to camp. I don't know. I love camping. Sounds like fun. I was just saying, I think that's the best way to build on a property is to camp on it for a year to find out the best angles for everything, where you want to have your little breakfast nook, right? Okay, sorry, distracto. Okay, there's your reading for today. We got 4404 on the timestamp, so I don't know if fours are a thing for you, but they are now if you made it this far, okay? So there's all the messages for today, and we are on the emotional regulation. So very important to focus on how you are feeling, acknowledge, check in, and make it best for you, okay? Thanks for being here. Love you all, and see you next time.